right, coming up next, it's a UFC middleweight division fight. So here he is, ladies and gentlemen, on the main card for the first time. No more prelims for this guy, and rightfully so, given the winning streak that he has put together. Now the question beckons, as the fights get bigger and the opposition gets better and his popularity grows, can the performance dovetail with that type of pressure? There are more eyeballs on him tonight, bigger audience in the crowd. Can he deliver as he's done so many times in the past? Joe Rogan will find out in a few short minutes.
This guy has one-punch knockout power, and when a fighter has that kind of ability, it's always a big advantage.
He is as electric a striker as we have on this UFC roster, top to bottom. Uriah, prime-time Hall Muay Thai practitioner, long on UFC experience, and most of those UFC wins have come by knockout or TKO. Biggest win to his credit, of course, the win as massive underdog against Gegard Mousasi, but Uriah Hall still believes his days of contention are ahead of him and not behind. We'll see how he approaches this one tonight.
This guy can keep a pace inside the octagon that is literally a shocking thing to behold. His opponent is in deep trouble if he comes into this fight out of shape.
Our tale of the tape for this middleweight fight. Hall is 5 years the elder. He is 1 inch taller. He will have a 6-inch reach advantage. Now for the introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a Muay Thai kickboxer and jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 12 wins, no losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 182 pounds. Fighting out of Knoxville, Tennessee, USA, Bell! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a karate fighter, holding a professional record of 15 wins, 12 losses. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of New York, Uriah! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready to fight. Ready.
We are underway. All right, round 1 underway here. This will be his first fight on the main card, so that bears watching here tonight. There's no denying just how successful he's been on the prelims, but now on the main card for the first time, undeniably the highest profile opponent and the best fighter he will have ever faced. We'll see if he can get off to a good start tonight. Hall gets caught with that punch. All right, so here we go with round 1. There is no denying just how much power this fighter has in his kick. So let's see how early he chooses to attack with it. Does he go low to the leg? Does he go high to the head? Let's see how the early portions of this fight play out.
Oh, beautiful!
He's got him hurt here. Oh, big left.
That one hurt. Good punch. This is crazy. Oh, my goodness. Oh!
Well, he ate a pretty big head kick there, Joe, and he's got to be careful moving forward, moving into striking range, leaving that head wide open. I know his corner looks frustrated. Let's see if this team can make the requisite adjustments. Hall gets absolutely punished by that head kick. Wow!
This could be it right here. A big shot to the head.
Hall gets hit with a kick here. That one landed flush. Let's see if he can make some adjustments. Huge block there. Under 2 minutes to go in the round.
And he lands the roundhouse.
How about that shin? Kick to the body is there.
Beautiful timing with the left hand.
Oh!
This could be it.
Oh, he might be out.
Nice leg kick.
Oh!
He's hurt badly. He's just hanging on here right now. Oh, he's stunned again. He's rocked. Oh, what a leg kick.
Straight right is there.
Oh.
Try to establish that jab. Blocks the shot, Joe. Round two next. All right, that's the end of the round, and you see the cut on the cheek. That thing is getting...
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two.
That last round was absolutely insane. If this round gets off to anything like the last round, one of these guys is going out. I can't imagine a scenario where if they continue where they left off in the last round, that one of these guys doesn't get knocked out. He's in a lot of trouble. That's it.
Do you believe it?
Beautiful ground and pound KO.
Yeah, Joe, safe to say he wasn't stalling or looking for a referee stand-up. He was looking to pound his opponent's head through the canvas, and he nearly did so with some of those hammer fists, man. He wasn't trying to score. He was trying to put an exclamation point on a most dominant performance here tonight, and he certainly did that as he ends the fight by knockout.
Check it out here. Boom! And then he's out.
Well, hard to perform much better than he did tonight. A huge knockout under the lights. They'll be talking about that one for some time.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 35 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout down.
So first main card fight for him, and one of the better performances of his UFC tenure as he celebrates there with his coaches. His team believed as the fights got bigger and the stakes got higher, his performances would get even better. That is exactly the way it played out here in this one.
All right, defense only now. Get in range, but don't let him hit you. No! Didn't quite get there today. We'll get it next time. Head movement, lots of slipping, do not get hit. The fight's just around the corner. You gotta pick it up a little bit.
Coming up next, we get to this UFC middleweight division fight. All right, so here he is, the Wilmington, North Carolina native middleweight contender, Derek Brunson. He's a southpaw who believes his best days are still to come. This man is the owner of the longest knockout streak in UFC middleweight history. 12 first-round finishes to his credit, half a dozen of those in 1 minute 7 seconds or fewer. A master of the transition, a plus athlete. You'll see volume takedowns to be sure from Derek Brunson here tonight.
This guy has thunderous kicking power, amongst the scariest kickers in the world of mixed martial arts, and his opponent has to be keenly aware of that danger.
after this young fighter here, his kicks as powerful as anyone in the sport at present. And not only that, but he'll do major damage just by landing a couple of them. Oftentimes, all it will take one kick to the body just underneath that elbow or a kick to the lead leg, and you can change the entire complexion of the fight. Very curious to see how it plays out for this powerful kicker in this matchup tonight.
This guy has some of the best defense I've ever seen inside the octagon, and they say that defense is the best offense.
Our tale of the tape for this middleweight fight. Brunson is 6 years his senior. He is 2 inches taller. He will have a 4-inch reach advantage. And now to get us started, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Ben Mergliata. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC Middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 19 wins, 9 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Wilmington, North Carolina, Derek Brunson. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a Muay Thai kickboxer and jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 13 wins, no losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 182 pounds. Fighting out of Knoxville, Tennessee,
All right, commit the rules in the locker room. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners, come out fighting.
I am very fired up for this fight. It's been a long time coming. The fans have been anticipating this for a long time, and it is gonna go down right now.
Well, it is a building long on combat sports tradition, and mixed martial arts certainly making its presence felt here as we get underway at Madison Square Garden in New York City. So here is Derek Brunson, Joe, the owner of the longest finishing streak in UFC middleweight history, and all 4 of them came in round 1. So when you fight Derek Brunson, you know he's going to take the center of the octagon early and try to get you out of there in round 1. We'll see if Derek Brunson leans on that approach here tonight.
He hurt him with that punch in the clinch.
Back, he's got him hurt here. His opponent's got the read now, Joe, as he lands the punch to the head. He's got to change up his striking pattern and the tempo, or he's going to continue to be vulnerable to that count. Oh, that's a good strike there by Brunson. Looked like it did stun him a little bit.
Oh, he's getting hit. Oh, nice hit.
Huge elbow there.
Big elbow.
The left hook hits home. That shot blocked by Brunson. He's out!
Big roundhouse kick KO for the victory.
Yeah, Joe, knockouts don't get much more prettier or much more flush than that. Full force and full extension on the kick, and there was no chance after that, Joe. The fight was really over as soon as that kick made contact. An outstanding highlight for that young fighter here tonight.
Let's take a look at that again. Check it out here. Bang.
So there he is as the celebration continues. A huge knockout for him here tonight. That could hold up as one of the better knockouts of the year.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Middleweight is going to stop this contest at 2 minutes, 42 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, down.
So there he is, the man of the moment. Certainly maximized the showcase here tonight, Joe. He gets a big win by way of the knockout. Certainly kept the judges out of it here tonight. Perhaps some bonus money is coming his way, but there will be no wiping the smile off of his face tonight. He will party deep into the night with his friends, his family. A huge knockout turned in by that man here tonight. And he has set himself up for a huge fight now, moving forward inside the octagon. All right, coming up next, it's a UFC middleweight division fight. So here's the former UFC welterweight champion, Johnny Hendricks, four-time All-American wrestler at Oklahoma State University. That is certainly his bread and butter, but it's that left hand, Joe, that has sent bodies flying across the canvas in his UFC career. And this is a man who realized the UFC welterweight title with a win over Robbie Lawler back at UFC 171 in 2014. Now at 185 pounds, no longer dealing with what was a devastating weight cut. We'll see if Johnny Hendricks can make a run here in the second division.
Johnny Hendricks might have the best knockout power the UFC's welterweight division has ever seen. His left hand bomb is one of the scariest weapons in all of mixed martial arts.
So as this guy makes the walk, there's just something terrifying about guys with crazy hand speed. This guy certainly has it. Good fighters certainly know that at times they can beat speed with timing and precision, but in terms of those first exchanges, you got to get a guy's timing down, and when it comes to this guy, that is easier said than done.
This guy is a very well-rounded fighter. You never know what he's going to do. His striking is world-class, his ground game is excellent, and he mixes them up very well.
Our tail of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. So a more than 5-year gap between these two fighters when it comes to the age, with similar height and some differences in reach. All right, to get us started now, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 21 wins, 9 losses. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Fort Worth, Texas, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC welterweight champion, Johnny Big Rig Hendricks. And now introducing the opponent, fighting out of the red corner. A Muay Thai kickboxing and jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 14 wins, no losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 182 pounds. Fighting out of Knoxville, Tennessee, And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Mario Yamasaki.
Mario Yamasaki, third man in the octagon for this one.
Let's go, come on!
Oh, roundhouse kick. Add that to his highlight reel. Hendricks gets caught with that punch. He's treading water now. Gotta find a way to reverse it.
Back up to his feet.
Oh, how about the slam there? That one cannot feel good. And now is where things could get really interesting. Oh, so an interesting decision there as he decides to stand up and relinquish the dominant position.
Big shot to the head. He's stunned. He's in trouble.
Oh, he might be out. Wow.
Beautiful knockout here early in the first.
Yeah, we're just getting going, and now the fight's over, but excellent striking technique to land that shot and ultimately finish the fight here in the first. You've heard us say it before, but sometimes when you catch a guy cold before he's had a chance to get going in the fight, it can have a bigger effect. It certainly did here tonight.
Let's take a look at that from a different camera. And here we see it again. Bam! Out cold.
And there he is after the huge knockout turned in tonight. Near perfect execution and one of the bigger highlights of his UFC career.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mario Yamasaki is going to stop this contest at 1 minute, 25 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout down.
So there he is, the man of the moment. Certainly maximized the showcase here tonight, Joey. Gets a big win by way of the knockout. Certainly kept the judges out of it here tonight. Perhaps some bonus money is coming his way, but there will be no wiping the smile off of his face tonight. He will party deep into the night with his friends, his family. A huge knockout turned in by that man here tonight, and he has set himself up for a huge fight now moving forward inside the octagon.
I'm Megan O'Leary, and this is your UFC Minute. This weekend, we brace for a crucial matchup, which is expected to shake up an entire division. To get into position for a world title shot, this fighter has fought tooth and nail against the best the middleweight division has to offer. And while getting into a #1 contenders match is sweet enough, if this fighter beats his heated rival to earn that shot at the belt, the victory would be even more satisfying. That's it for today. Stay tuned for your next UFC Minute, and I'll see you at the fights.
Coming up next, we get to this UFC middleweight division fight. All right, so here he is making his way to the octagon for this unquestionably a rivalry fight here tonight. And this is not promotional hyperbole, folks. These fighters do not like each other. Tonight, in short order, they will close the octagon door behind them.
This guy has thunderous kicking power, amongst the scariest kickers in the world of mixed martial arts, and his opponent has to be keenly aware of that danger.
Well, when you're fighting Vitor Belfort, more often than not, it is a short day at the office. This man is an ill-intentioned striker, lethal combination of speed and power. He has faced the best of the best throughout his career, and tonight, Joe, the Brazilian southpaw, is back for more.
Vitor is primarily known for his blinding punching speed. He has explosive striking and a lot of impressive knockouts. He's got a great amount of experience in the sport and has been facing championship-level competition since the late 90s.
Our tale of the tape for this middleweight fight. Belfort is 13 years the elder. He is 1 inch taller. He will have a 1 inch reach advantage. And now with the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a Muay Thai kickboxer and jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 15 wins, no losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 182 pounds. Fighting out of Knoxville, Tennessee, Bell! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 31 wins, 21 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC light heavyweight champion, Vitor Belfort! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
The veteran Herb Dean draws the assignment here. And we are underway. All right, so here we go. Round 1 is underway of this rivalry fight here tonight. Perhaps there will be a little bit of a feeling out process here. Both guys were trying to put the emotions out of the equation here tonight. But it is rival versus rival under the lights here tonight.
Connected with an elbow.
Gets the elbow up into the target.
Oh, this fight's close to being stopped. Big elbows. Oh,
big elbow.
Man, that is rough.
All right, so he just decides to get up here, Joe.
Oh, big knee. hurt him with that hook.
The left hook hits home.
Huge kick misses.
How about that shin?
He clipped him.
Man has his chin been tested early. Back to the feet. Oh! He's out!
Landed a big kick for the knockout.
Well, that was a no-doubter, Joe, and he's made a career of knocking guys out with kicks, but that one right there might have just been the best yet. Caught the opponent flush, full force, outstanding extension with the leg, and really once he connected with the target, you knew the end of the fight was coming, and immediately his opponent goes to the canvas. A major, major result here in this division tonight.
Take a look at this from a different angle. Boom! Right on the money.
Well, hard to perform much better than he did tonight. A huge knockout under the lights. They'll be talking about that one for some time.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 35 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout down.
All right, so the rivalry fight lives up to the hype, and man, is that one happy winner right there as he celebrates with his coaches. He wanted this one in the worst way, and he gets it in a big way. Congratulations on winning this rivalry matchup here tonight.
Hey everyone, I'm Megan O'Leary, and here's what you need to know for your UFC Minute. It's an old fight game adage that fans love nothing more than a knockout. If that's the case, then they will love this middleweight banger, who was celebrated today for delivering the most knockouts in UFC history. A record achieved thanks to his devastating prowess in the octagon with his fists, feet, elbows, and knees. That's it for today. Stay tuned for your next UFC Minute, and I'll see you at the fights.